A new face. You'll need to speak with Vice Canon Rondar. It's for your own safety, I assure you. In a word, murder. You've arrived at a delicate time. Pray you don't bring more troubles to our doorstep. The Vice Canons would know of any newcomers. Should you be, speak to Vice Canon Rondar in the guild halls, and stay alert. You wouldn't want to be the next victim. Tarry no longer. The Vice Canons await your introduction in the guild hall. The Vice Canons represent each of the Pack's territories, Skyrim, Morrowind, and Black Marsh. Each were forged in the Akaviri War, and are competent in both strategy and diplomacy. Together, they oversee the safety and prosperity of Shadowfen. Vice Canon Rondar hails from Skyrim, and is the most vocal of the three. Vice Canon Servina came from Morrowind after the Pack's unification. Vice Canon Haytamine is also a relative newcomer to Black Marsh. Her history may be in question, but her aptitude certainly is not. Interesting town, isn't it? It's the largest in Shadowfen and one of the few places you'll find Dunmer architecture. Legend has it the Hiss conquered the Aliens who once lived here. Complete nonsense, but an amusing story nonetheless.
They say the Hiss weeps with happiness when an Argonian hatches.
You'd think the guards would have found something by now.
What? You expect them to do their jobs? Huh.
Try not to throw the sword when you lunge. Three murders, and Stormhold's about to boil over like my father's fish kettle. The Dark Elves blame the Argonians they owned before the Pact outlawed slavery. I miss the days of kicking arse. Now I'm expected to kiss them. Edina did her best to scare the leggings off you, did she? Did she say whoever catches the murdering snowback is in for a nice pile of shiny gold coin? Here's a list of the victims' families. They may know if their kin had enemies. If you can prove whoever's behind this, come find me for your reward.
Oh, knock the doors tonight. They found another one.
Let them come. I won't go down without a fight.
What do you want? Finally looking into my brother's death, eh? I get it. I'm sure you and your Vice Canon pals had better things to do than your jobs. Naldin wasn't the brightest star in the sky, but he didn't deserve this. Most of Stormhold, Naldin ran up a lot of debts. He also picked a lot of fights with the lizard skins. If the Shadow Scales didn't get him, it's because someone else moved faster.
I can't believe Vox smashed St. Velos' reliquary. Thank you for helping to restore it.
Pardon my tears. I recently lost my wife and... I'm sorry. Can I help you? Ironi and I always believed in the Pact. We came here to build a better life with Argonians and Nords alike. Some of my people blamed the Shadow Scales. But what would they gain from her death? We treat everyone the same. It makes no sense. Thank the gods! She's in the mortuary, which they keep locked. But Ironi made those locks, so I have the master key. Here, take it, please. Find out who did this. Don't allow her to become a symbol against the Pact.
Sanctioned killers on our doorstep. And we're worried about invaders?
I wouldn't say that.
On your way, stranger. I have no patience for small talk. About time the Vice Cannons do their jobs. Ireland's body lies captive in the mortuary. I can't even see him, let alone bury him. Why all these ridiculous delays? Dumark, take this accursed town! Shadow Scales, who else? He spoke out against the Argonians, and rightly so. He was targeted for having the courage to say what we all think about them. I'm no bigot, but if you ask me, the world would be a better place without those scaly fetchers.
You there! Please, I have an urgent message! Gethys Omabar sent me. It's about his wife, Ironi. Gethys saw Ironi, alive. He watched her enter their home on the other side of Stormhold. He asked you to meet him there as soon as you can.
Praise Vivek, Halva found you. Whatever's in my home, it isn't my wife. Ironi. My Ironi. She's gone. I know that. But when I saw her enter our home, I had to find out how she'd returned. That's when she stabbed me. If that Argonian hadn't leapt between us, she'd have finished me off. I don't know. But he tried to save my life. They were still fighting when I crawled out the door. They both moved so fast. Please, help him remove that imposter from my home. Don't worry about me. I'll soon see my true Ironi.
Vice Canon Hrondar is indisposed. He informed me you've been assisting us in our recent troubles. Are you any closer to discovering the killer? Then we can concentrate our efforts elsewhere. Many will blame the Shadow Scales regardless, but our concerns are greater now than scapegoats. I fear the true culprit struck again, though I pray I'm incorrect. When I say we must act now.